Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the TV Rundown. Today we're talking about Mother's Day and how it affects people who are grieving. Rio Richards, a psychotherapist and grief advocate, joins us to share her insights on what it's really like for those struggling with the holiday. So you might be thinking, what's the big deal about Mother's Day? But for those who have lost their moms or children, this day can be particularly tough. Rio Richards knows firsthand how hard it can be. Her dad passed away from cancer in 2020, and she became his primary caregiver. She was devastated by her loss, but what really hit her was the lack of understanding about grief and trauma. Rio started sharing her thoughts and experiences on Instagram under the username @AnthitsGrief, and it's now become a go-to space for people who are grieving. She's got close to 30,000 followers who tune in for her honest take on what it means to be alive with grief, and she wants to make sure everyone knows that they're not alone. I was working pretty exclusively with grievers, as I was also grieving, and so my world really just opened up in terms of personally and professionally what a life-changing experience this is, Rio says. But soon, Richards wanted to open up to a larger community outside the people she knew in real life, and wanted to use her voice in a way that was different from how she was trained as a therapist. So, what's the biggest misconception about Mother's Day for those who are grieving? According to Rio, it's that we're all supposed to be strong and coping well. But no one told us that. We didn't know how little understanding there was about grief until we were living it. Rio recommends that people reaching out to someone who's grieving on Mother's Day should be prepared for anything. They shouldn't say things like, "I just didn't know what to say, so I didn't say anything." Instead, they should take the time to send a thoughtful text or message that acknowledges their loss and lets them know you're thinking of them. It's really hard to communicate to someone who doesn't understand just how triggering and how upsetting these days can be, Rio says. Please reach out and risk saying the wrong thing. And by saying that, she means take the chance to send a message that shows you care. So, what does Mother's Day look like for those who are grieving? For Rio, it's about giving yourself permission to not do anything on this day if you don't feel like it. She recommends picking 3 or 4 things that might feel good to do and then deciding what feels best when the day arrives. And if you change your mind, just have a quick exit strategy. As Rio says, it's all about taking care of yourself. And for those who are grieving on Mother's Day, that means being honest with yourself about how you're feeling. Don't try to mask your emotions or pretend like everything is okay when it's not. One thing that Rio does want to emphasize is that there's no one-size-fits-all way to grieve. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's perfectly fine. What's important is that we acknowledge our grief and give ourselves permission to be human. Rio Richards is proof that even in the midst of pain, we can find a voice and share it with others. Her Instagram account has become a beacon of hope for those who are struggling. And if you're one of them, just know that you're not alone. The TV Rundown is here to help you make sense of it all.